Hello, welcome. A different dish today. It's halloumi and tofu grill. Now, not the traditional grill. I have an oven here with the halloumi in, and I have two grill pans which I will do the tofu in. Now, first of all, what I will do is put some olive oil into the grill pans. Now, they seem to be about the same heat. I've got two grill pans on the go because I've got quite a lot of tofu here. I don't think it'll all fit into one pan, so I will distribute it between the two. So I'll put some olive oil in first. Now, I'm using olive oil because the heating temperature of it is lower. I want the tofu to cook a little bit. I guess that using vegetable oil will burn the sesame seeds, which I've coated around the outside. Okay, that should be enough olive oil. What I'll do now is just spread it about the pan a little bit. I may have to turn the temperature up a bit if these aren't hot enough. So what I'll do now, I have these pans on, this one is on 1.5, but it goes up to 5 as maximum, and this one goes up to 6 as maximum, and it's actually on 1. So what I'll do is I'll put them up to maximum on both of them. If they're too hot, then I'll reduce the heat. Okay, so what I've done here is a tofu block sliced into rectangle pieces. I've coated them with tahini, which is sesame seed, blended sesame seeds, and then coated them in normal sesame seeds. I'll explain what I've done with the halloumi after. Hopefully I shall cook this first. By the time this is ready, so will the halloumi, and you'll see that when it comes out of the oven. Okay, so how can I test if the oil is hot enough? What can I use? Oh, there we go. So the halloumi is ready already. That should stay hot in the oven. Should we try a bit of carrot? I have here just a salad mix which I will be eating along with the halloumi and the tofu. It's carrots. No, it's not very hot yet. I'll have to wait a moment. Carrots, red cabbage, lettuce and rocket. I don't think there's any onion in there. This was bought from the shop as a salad mixture. You could always make your own salad. Okay, I'm not seeing any sizzle yet from these pans. Now, these are quite thick pans, so I imagine they will take a while to heat up as well as cool down, so I need to be very careful with this. Okay, so the left one, I can see the carrot is sizzling, so that one is hotter than the one on the right. But like I said, they're both on maximum at the moment. That one's hotter, so what I shall do is start introducing the tofu coated in tahini and sesame seeds into the hotter pan of the two. Okay, so here goes. I'll start from the edge first. Oy. Okay, it's starting to sizzle, that's good. So what I'll do is I'll put all of these into the left hand pan, your right obviously. I think there's 12 pieces in all. Now that one's starting to sizzle as well, so I'll start introducing them to this one as well. Okay, we'll have another one in here. Now I need to get these in quite speedily really. Now this is quite a messy recipe, but it should taste quite good. Okay, so I'm going to reduce the heat quite a bit, 50%, so this one will go down to 2.5, no 3 actually, my mistake. This one goes up to 6 and this one goes up to 5, so that one's going to be 2.5 and that one's to 3. I imagine these won't take that long to cook, so in the meantime I'll just run you through what I did with the halloumi. Now I had a block of halloumi, sliced it into layers. Now if anybody knows what lasagne is, as far as I'm aware lasagne means layers and not pasta. So you can make a lasagna without pasta, which is what I've done here with the halloumi. So I've used the halloumi and I've sliced it into layers, and between the layers I've put sun-dried tomatoes. I'll just show you here. Okay, here we go. Now that has been in the oven. If I can turn it round, you might get a better view. So, layer of halloumi on the bottom, sun-dried tomatoes, another layer of halloumi, sun-dried tomatoes, halloumi, sun-dried tomatoes. Unfortunately it was too high so it's collapsed, but it still should taste quite good. Now what I'll do now is have a look at what the underneath of these look like, see if they need flipping over. Not quite yet, but it shouldn't take long. Now what goes well with halloumi is hummus. I haven't made this hummus myself, but maybe in another video I will show you how to make hummus. But store-bought hummus is very nice. It usually has some extra ingredients in it which aren't available to just anybody. I presume they're preservatives. But yeah, chickpeas, also tahini like in the tofu grill, lemon juice in the tahini, garlic and olive oil, lemon zest. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll turn these up a bit, because I do want to eat this meal soon. So I'll turn both of the hot plates back up to maximum. Now I did want to put the halloumi lasagna on top of these, but I think I will just do that now whilst these are cooking. So once again, a view of the halloumi and sun-dried tomato lasagna. Now you could put some herbs and spices on here if you'd like, but that should be fine as it is. But what I may do first is put some hummus on the bottom of the salad. I'll just move this plate aside. Now I also have in the middle some rocket. Now a recipe, a lasagna recipe which is goat's cheese and sun-dried tomatoes, usually goes with rocket. So I imagine the halloumi and the sun-dried tomatoes will also go with the rocket, just to give it a bit of pepperness, if that is even a word. Okay, here we go. Now these should be very close to needing to be turned. Let's have a look. Well, we're turning them anyway. Okay, that one still needs a bit more cooking. That one can go over. Look at these ones. Yeah. Now I imagine the vegetable oil will send the sesame seeds too dark too quickly, so I've chosen olive oil for this meal. Yes, they look like they're going golden quite nice. Now I've been using a pepper sauce recently called Tabasco. I didn't find it very spicy, so what I'm using this evening is Cholula hot sauce, which says that it's made with chili peppers. So we'll give that a try. And I'll just turn these round just to get some even cooking. Somehow a piece of lettuce got in there. Take that out. Okay, this shouldn't take long now. What I will do now is maybe try some of this. Sun-dried tomato done in the oven. Very nice. Try some of the halloumi. That is brilliant. Okay, some tofu. Try a piece of that. Is there any more that look like they're cooked? No, not quite. Needs to be quite kind of hold together a bit. That's when you know tofu is cooked. You could actually do it in like batons, but they're difficult to cook when they're in batons When they're in rectangles, you can just flip them over, so you cook one side and then you cook the other side. Ooh, wow. It seems that area of the pan is hotter, so what I might do is move them down to that area. I'm not sure about this one, let's have a look. Okay. Yeah, they're cooking nicely. What I'll do now is turn the pans back round. And get eating. Oh, forgot the hummus. Now this is very flavoursome as it is, but I think some hummus just might help a bit, just to give it that little bit extra. Okay, that piece is nearly done. Still a bit more on these. And that one's quite close. So that one will be the first. Let's try this tofu and sesame seeds. Wow, that's nice.